Today I'm taking you to a temple so contentious it makes a Brexit dinner table look like a yoga retreat. Welcome to Prasat Thamern Thom, nestled in the dense jungle of Surin province, right slap bang on the Thailand-Cambodian border. This place has been home to Khmer architecture, the odd landmine, the Khmer Rouge, and until recently actual troops from both sides of the border. This ancient temple had, unbeknown to me before my visit, more military presence than a 90s action movie. And somehow, I wandered in, red-eyed, with a bottle of water and a camera, thinking I was bored and bankrupt playing the part of Indiana Jones. Turns out, not too long after I left, tensions flared up again. On February the 13th, a group of Cambodian citizens, some say it was a group of Cambodian women, some say it was a group of Cambodian soldiers, ascended to the temple on the Cambodian side and proceeded to sing a Cambodian nationalistic song, or the Cambodian national anthem. This prompted a confrontation with Thai soldiers who were stationed there, and there is a video of this exchange which I'm not going to post. It was filmed by a Thai person, and it shows a pretty heated verbal exchange between the two sides, and actually involving two of the guys that I've got in these videos here today. In the video, a Cambodian commander wearing a long-sleeved white shirt can be heard warning the Thai soldiers in both Thai and Khmer. He says, "Thai soldiers are not allowed to set foot on this land. If you want to shoot, go ahead." The Thai soldier responded, "I'm here because I received orders from my commander." The Cambodian officer then raised his voice saying, "I will order my soldiers to do the same." After the exchange, the Cambodian soldiers returned to their side of the border. The reason behind the Cambodian soldiers' presence at the temple and their singing of the national anthem remains unclear. Whether shots were fired, whether there were fisticuffs or whatever, I really don't know what happened, but it was enough for the border to be closed for some time, and now troops on both sides have been pulled back. News of the incident touched off a heated online debate featuring inflammatory nationalistic language. For some, it called to mind the decades-long dispute between the two countries over Priya Vihar or Prawihan, which had to be settled by the International Court of Justice. This area has seen some real conflict. Soldiers have actually died here. Landmines don't care if you're a history nerd with a camera or a bored conscript with an AK. So, if you do ever come here, please be respectful, be careful, and ideally arrive when everybody's agreed not to shoot each other. This is it right here. This is what travel and adventurising is all about. This is why I came about in the first place. The fact that we have to, wait and go through a border area in a disputed territory where in 1998 there was serious gunfire and all sorts of crap going on. In fact, this is the place where the Khmer Rouge were. And they were living in here. Look, you've got all army all the way throughout this place. Because don't forget, we are right on the border, and there has been fighting here. There have been Cambodians. We won't go into that too much, but you can see that it's one of the few sort of guarded areas of Thailand. Let me show you through here. I'd only heard about this place the night before. I discovered this place online the night before, and I'd done very little research. I certainly didn't know there'd be soldiers here, so here I am, not really knowing what's going on, surrounded by soldiers. At this point, I didn't know whether they were from Cambodia or the other side. I didn't really care. It was a little tense. So I went to wander off down that hill, as you can see, and I could sense someone was following me straight away. I looked over my right shoulder. There was a soldier. I looked over my left shoulder. There was a soldier. I thought to myself, although they didn't say anything, I thought, oh, perhaps I shouldn't wander down there, eh? It was surreal. It was a very, very tense place. You could almost cut the air with a butter knife.
Buddy, carp, come on. สุดดีนะดีมาก ผมเอาด้วยนะ
Recently, the public have been cautioned against doing anything provocative in this very sensitive border area. Perhaps, me turning up, dressed all in green, in camouflage, and wearing Thai army chicken feet socks wasn't the best idea that I've ever had, if I'm going to be really honest.
Proper soldiers sort of guarding this wonderful place, man. And you can see where they guard it. This was the proper, at one stage, this was the Khmer Rouge stronghold. It was a hideout. It was Pol Pot's house was nearby. And if you notice, when we walked down to that area there right by the border, they came running down. Not to tell us not to, but just so that we're protected, you know, because any of these guys could go off at any minute, not the soldiers, people on the other side or anything. Buddy, carp. Some really friendly, just give me such a beautiful vibe there. What a lovely guy, man. And like I said, some of these guys, they're kids, and some of these guys, they just sit here all day smoking cigarettes. They're bored as all but Jesus, look. This place really is wonderful, and look. It's like we're here with the Khmer Rouge, look. It's kind of what it feels like, a little bit.
It really is a sobering thought to think about some of the things that must have gone on here. It was built in around about the 13th century by King Jayavarman, I think the 7th, I might be wrong. Nerds, correct me. Heaven knows what was going on back then, all sorts of strange and mysterious things. It was lost in the jungle for a long time. It was then quite a bit of a hot spot during the whole Khmer Rouge thing, and they used it as a hangout. They broke things, they blew things up with dynamite, they sold anything that they could chip off, knock off, explode, or take to market, so to speak. Actually, probably about 10 or 20 or 30 years before the Khmer Rouge came, it had already been looted by, well, I'm not going to go into that, the antique guys of the 50s and 60s. We've talked about that before in a video, but this place has seen many things. It's seen armed skirmishes, it's seen gunfire, it's seen sword play, it's seen mystery, it's seen intrigue, it's seen the changing of empires, no less. And now it's seen this guy from England dressed, once again, I feel the need to mention it, dressed from head to foot as a soldier, because I thought it would be funny and good for content. If you want to see nationalism personified, head to any debate online, any social media, where the debate is between Thais and Cambodians over nationalism, heritage, history, the Khmer Empire and everything else. These soldiers here clearly did not love each other. On one side we had the Cambodians, the Khmer. On the other side we had the Thais. They weren't mingling. One lot was sat under a tree on one side, one lot was sat under a tree on the other side, and the youngsters were kind of in the middle. Looking back on it, this was like literally waltzing in straight into a military front line. All right, chaps. Like Donald Trump, isn't it? What the fuck am I going to do? Walking in there high as a... dressed up like a fucking army guy. I got me... Listen, mate, I've got my tight army socks on, for fuck's sake. They must have looked at me and thought, who is this? Oh, wow, I wish I could shoot him. And you know what? If there was no commander there, I'm sure they would have dragged me into the bushes, pulled me pants down, and...
It's one of the best places I've ever been, mate, ever. Very impressive. Ever. Just the fact that we're in disputed territory, we got the Thais and the Cambodians working together, different armies on different sides, is quite incredible, man. Look, eyeing each other up, Cambodia that side, Thailand the other, and the only aggression seems to be in, there's a couple of them to see who can smoke the most tobacco. One geezer, mate, he took like about 3 bong hits of tobacco in one go, and the other guy smoked about 3 cigarettes in 7 minutes. So the battle of the tobacco. But apart from that, what an experience that was.
And so we leave Prasat Tamuan Tom, an ancient Khmer sentinel perched on the spine of the Danrek Mountains, where jungle vines entwine with laterite stone, and history clings to the air like morning mist. It's a place that has witnessed empires rise, borders blur, and more than a few bureaucratic squabbles between neighbours with very long memories. When I visited, it was a rare moment of cooperation, Thai and Cambodian soldiers sharing the same patch of sacred ground, like 2 uncles at a family barbecue who agreed not to talk about politics, but just for today. But like all good dramas, the peace didn't last long. Soon after I left, the gates closed again, this time not due to history, but because history still lives here and occasionally throws a bit of a tantrum. Thankfully, as of recently, the temple has opened its doors once more, perhaps reminding us that time may heal, but it also has a wicked sense of humour. So if you ever find yourself wishing to straddle the edge of 2 nations where jungle meets legend, and soldiers double as tour guides, then Prasat Tamuan Tom, Grandfather Chicken's gaff, awaits you. Just check that it's open first. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay caffeinated, stay hydrated, stay curious, subscribe, and keep wondering where the maps get blurry.